Hey y'all, so it's the end of the day, and I've been wanting to do this mini series in hopes that it could help someone during these challenging times. So if you have not watched my previous video, I shared that I finally um, got another job. I was unemployed for 6 months. So it's a quick video. If you have not checked it out, I go into brief detail of the job that I have now and how it came about and all that good stuff. So I wanted to start off this mini series just talking about the blessing in unemployment. So again, others may be in the same status that I was in. Prayerfully, it's your blessing for a new job is on the way. But just I wanted to share a little bit more about how I was able to transition and just the different things that occurred as far as the blessings while I was unemployed. So the first thing was, during my unemployment, I saw the value of, oh, I was eating something, sorry. I saw the value of being unemployed in the beginning because I worked at my previous job for almost 4 years, working remotely from home. And during that time, I moved twice. So the first time I moved, I didn't have a whole lot of stuff. So that transition to moving in my 3-bedroom townhome was not as strenuous. But over the course of almost 4 years, my family and I accumulated a lot of stuff. So while I was transitioning out of the contract I was working on, I was also moving and downsizing at the same time. I was thankful that I brought God along the journey as far as prayer is concerned and just asking God to lead me for my next move. I ideally wanted to go and start working on another contract. However, that didn't pan out, but I knew that I did not want to have the expense of my lifestyle that I was previously accustomed to, um, knowing that I could or could not, possibly find another job for some months. So I decided to go where God was leading me and move back to the city where I was living prior to and downsize. So I went from a 3-bedroom townhome, 3-level townhome to a 2-bedroom, 1-bath condo. So we're renting. That was not the plan, that was not the goal, but I'm thankful because I was able to not only save a lot on my rent as well as expenses, but downsizing in space, I was able to also downsize my lifestyle. So it wasn't the easiest transition, but having that time off to not only work from home, to also get some of the packing done and work out a lot of the logistics, I truly needed to rest. I realized that after the fact because not only was I moving and, changing jobs at the time, and then, my kids were still going to school. One was graduating from elementary school, so it was, a lot of events to close out her elementary days, as well as, graduation. We had different dances and things like that. So it was a lot going on. So I truly just finally surrendered into rest, physical rest and mental rest, and just allowing God to kind of guide me during that time. And, I just wanted to share that first transition with you, that I really started to see the value of rest. You don't realize how much that you're doing mentally and physically until you sit down and not only think it through, but start just thinking backwards of all the steps that you had to take with moving or transitioning from jobs. So I didn't want to make this video too long, but I did want to say that if you are in the situation where you are unemployed, really take your time to rest, because your next job or your next venture, your next business move, however God leads you, it's going to require much more focus. And if you have kids, take this time to pour into them. And that's another thing that I did. I was really taking time to spend time with my children, because I knew that, one, going to middle school and then the upcoming school year was going to be a lot. As far as just logistically working out all of the after school functions, like I can go on. But really see the value in rest and take advantage of it. Hopefully you're still applying, you're still believing in God, because just like He blessed me, He is still going to bless you. Continue to be blessed, and I will see you soon. Peace.